And welcome back, folks. This is GreenyXI welcoming you to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII Episode 2. I'm going to have to get used to that. Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Because I'm still used to the Resident Evil 4. Anyways, what we're going to do in this episode is head off to the Fire Cavern. Or at least make our way there. I want to show... There's going to be a couple of little things going on as we get there. Such as this in a moment. I'm late! Well, should we ignore her? Should we? No, let's be nice. You okay? There. Tee, I'm fine. Sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. I wish the text boxes would hurry up a bit. Oh yeah, hey, did you just come from that class? Is registration over? It is indeed, so... woman. I was close. Ooh, oh, no. This place is so much bigger than my last garden. It is a massive garden. Which is why I'm going to show you this little tutorial sort of thing in a sec. You have a choice. Oh, hey. I just transferred you. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Yeah, okay, because it'll show you, viewers, what's going on around the place as well. Woohoo, alright, let's go. We'll take the lift to the first lobby, and I'll show you the directory. Directory is really important. My throat won't clear today. So strange. So if it sounds a bit groggy. Hello, you. Would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you'd like. Look at the card game explanation and tutorial if you don't know what you're doing. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing square. But not everyone's a card player. I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. We've got 7 cards. This is our basic lot. In Final Fantasy VIII, it's a card game. Sort of similar to Final Fantasy IX, but also a lot different. You'll see. It's called Triad, and I am going to show you an example of it pretty soon. Maybe this episode, maybe the next one, you know. Okay, like we were saying, we're going to go to the directory, and at the directory, you can choose which area you want to go, and you'll automatically be taken there. It's really, really handy. Because there's a bit of a slog going around the garden just walking. Well, this is it. Balamb Garden's pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Okay, move the cursor and press X. That's pretty obvious stuff. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir. This is good. It's doing my job for me. You find the dormitory to the north. That's where everyone sleeps and all that stuff. Yeah, where the students live. Not too many students who commute. I'm in the dorms too. Oh, good. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block's the cafeteria. Again, self-explanatory, where everyone eats. There's nothing much there during this game. I think you can find Quistis there and play cards with her and get her card, the Quistis card, and it's really good as well. If you really want to. But in this Let's Play, I'm not really going to be bothering with the cards too much. I'm not going to be getting them all or showing you where they all are or anything. Because it's a big side quest. East of the north block is the car park. That's where you park your car. Usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. Yeah. Front gate's located to the south. That's where we're going to be leaving Balamb Garden in a sec. I have to go meet Instructor Trip at the front gate. Exactly. What's the matter? Nothing. Next we have the quad, located in the west block. What is there? Event being planned there. Oh, we just saw on the terminal that there's going to be a garden festival thing there. Yeah, that's it. It's going to be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? No, he doesn't. Squall wouldn't do a thing like that. South of the west block is the infirmary, where you get treated, healed up, but you can't actually heal yourself, I don't think. If you go out on the world map and fight a few battles, I don't think you can go to the infirmary and get healed. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Kadawaki. But I think you can do it at the dormitory. I'm not quite sure. Now the east block. It's the training centre. It's the only facility open at night. You can have actual fights there if you really want to, level up and stuff. Real monsters running loose, don't take seriously, you may end up dead. That's nice. Okay. Southeast block's the library. Now we're going to actually head there before heading out in a moment. You already know about the classroom on the 2nd floor. That's all we need to know about right now. Headmaster's office is on the 3rd floor. We need permission to get in. We can't actually go there yet. Another question, what's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. So here's the Sid of Final Fantasy VIII. There's a Sid in every Final Fantasy that I can think of. And this is the one for Fantasy VIII. He's the headmaster of Balamb Garden. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Okay, hey, you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. Can you see that boy running in the background? Later on, I don't think you can do it yet because we've only got crap cards at least. Later on, if you play cards with him, you can get a Mog card, and it's another really good card if you're into that. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. Okay, now like I said by here, you can go automatically to any area around the place. So we're going to go to the library. Because I want to show you something. Oh, hold on, I better go on the menu a sec, and I might as well show you it all anyway. Menu time, junction. This is something new. It'll be a tutorial in a second, which you'll get to see. But I'll do it quickly now, without explanation, because this can be a tutorial. Which one should we check on? I think Quezacotl. Sorry, I keep saying that wrong. We don't have magic, so we can't junction magic. Magic takes up... Equipping magic to different stats will take up the stats depending on what the spell is. Healing magic normally takes your health up quite a lot, as well as spirit. And if you don't have a GF on, you can't use things like magic, GF, or draw. Item I don't tend to use in this game, apart from outside of battle. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it, but there we go. Items, typical RPG style, use items. Tents can only be used at save points and out on the world map. Magic, if you have magic, then you can switch the magic between the characters and yeah, use heal magic if you really need to. Status, this is pretty typical as well. Show your stats. Oh, here as well, you can change a couple of different things with Squall. Gunblade Auto, so it does the R1 button when he attacks automatically. You'll be seeing that. Actually, it's when the limit break goes off. Anyway, you'll be seeing that in a bit. When Zucker Indicators is to do with this limit again. Rough Divide is his only limit. He learns new ones by getting new weapons. There we go, anyway. GFs. You get to teach the moves in this one, to teach your characters more moves, whoever they're junction to. We can start off with Boost, because that makes the summon do more damage when you summon it. You probably noticed there's no MP in this game. The cards, these are the cards we just got. But yeah, there's no MP, you just draw magic from enemies as you fight them, or from draw points which are scattered around the world. I'll be showing you the first one of those in a second. Config, sound, controller, all pretty obvious things. I'm going to change this to customize, because I want the menu to be on triangle. More typical like a Final Fantasy game, instead of circle. Because circles normally cancel, I find, on most games. I don't understand why they changed it on this one. Anyway, that's all I want to change there. Cursor, initial, yeah, ATB. We're going to leave on wait to make it a bit easier. Scan once, I'm not sure. Set close up for scan. Oh, when you use the scan magic on an enemy, it'll do a close up once instead of every time. It's not that important. Camera movement, whatever. Battle speed, we're going to put up a bit. Actually, no, leave it as it is. I want to leave as much as default as possible. Battle message, normal, field message. Analog, vibration on. Of course we want it on. And yeah, that's about it for that. And tutorial, just like at the terminal, we can check out all this stuff to get a bit of help with everything. Anyways, let's have a look for this draw point, because there is one in this library, and this is the reason why we came here. Where is it to, folks? There's definitely one here somewhere. Ah, okay, you can zoom in by ear. I forgot about that. You can't literally manually zoom in, but... It's Masuna. That's a spell that will... Oh, 13 of them. That's a spell that will heal your status effects. If you played a Final Fantasy before, you'll know all the spells in this game. Or most of them, anyway. Now that we're done with that, we can't automatically teleport back to the what's it called? The terminal at the very front desk. Directory, that's the one. Oh, these guys are pretty weird. They're the sort of bodyguards of the garden. That problem child, don't you have the final seed exam today? And you're making instructor treat. Wait, what are you still doing here? Okay, we don't want to make her wait. I know this has been a sort of tutorial episode. Sorry about that, but I wanted to get that done now rather than later. At least it'll all be out the way, you know? For the most part. Through the out gate, you can't go in. You can't go out the in gate or in the out gate. Or any other way of anything. Actually, I'll show you the card game. There's normally a man standing there. That's why I came out by here. But it's not this time. So I'll show you the card game from this man by here. You challenging moi? Yes, we are. Here's an explanation of how to do everything card-wise. I love the music for this, by the way. I love it. How many cards can you have? 5. So let's go for what's probably the best 5. That's the 2 corners. Look out for the highest numbers. They're the best cards. And if you see an A, they're the very best. But you won't be seeing those yet. You'll see exactly how things work in a moment. Giant Bat has a good up, so I think we'll go for that. And there we go. Don't worry about the elements. They're only for different rules that come into the game later on. Wow, that's a really good card. We can't even do anything about that. So we'll check this in the corner and hope that it does okay. And we can't do anything about that either. I think we might lose this, but at least it shows you. You just place the card in any square that you want and try and get a higher number than the other person. That's it, really. Can't beat it, so we might as well check that there. Can't beat that 6 either. What's going on here? If I put that caterpillar by there, hold on. He'll probably take it. Okay, I think I know how we can get this one. No? Okay. There's a draw. No, it's not. We lost. Oh, well. That was the most uneventful card game ever. But it is pretty addictive, regardless of how crap I did then. Now that I've shown you that, I might show you it again a bit later on once I get some better cards or something. But for now, we're going to leave the garden and make sure Quistis Treat isn't waiting for any longer than she needs to be. So let's get to her a second, and she'll give us a tutorial of junctioning, which is really handy. A lot of people find junctioning really confusing, and it's a big downside to this game for a lot of people, you know. But for me, I think it's really interesting. The only annoying thing is switching magic between characters and then having to junction them again. It's a little bit annoying. Even though there is an automatic thing that'll help you with that, which I'll show you in a bit. But for now, here's the tutorial. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. This is very true. Levels don't matter so much in Final Fantasy VIII. They do matter, but not as much as in other Final Fantasies. It's more about the GFs and what magic you junction to your characters. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. Guardian Force, I think they're called. Junction tutorial. Junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. This means you can actually skip this by pressing, I think it's triangle or circle. A GF must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. Let's begin by junctioning a GF. Right, no GF is junctioned. So this is how you do it. All the ones in grey can't be used because the GF isn't junctioned. Yep, junction, GF. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't see how so many people get confused. If you junction a GF, then select junction GF. Whatever. I guess I can see why, but as long as you pay a bit of attention. Press square to see abilities possessed by a GF. Abilities are HP junction, Vitality junction. Yeah, this is just showing all the abilities. Doesn't matter. When GF Quezacotl is selected, its abilities. I'm going to be saying that wrong all the way through, I'm pretty sure. HP junction and Vitality junction makes the stats HP and Vitality appear in white, so you can raise those stats if that GF has those abilities. since there's currently no magic, we'll move on to certain abilities. Yeah, we don't have magic, so we can't do that. And I've already shown you all this. Go to ability and you can check on whatever you want. Magic, GF and draw is my favourite for every battle, pretty much. And abilities are things like raising stats even further, but not through using magic. And as well as that, you can have abilities that you can use in battle, like revive. Instead of having to use life magic, you can just use the revive command, it'll bring them back up, and I think with full health as well. But we won't be learning that for a long time, and I don't know if I even ever use it. And now that I think about it, it isn't an ability, it's in a command. So instead of magic, GF or draw or item. So I was talking a bit of crap there. Anyway, let's set the command ability draw to get some magic. You definitely want draw on all the time, pretty much. To get more, because there are hidden GFs as well, hidden inside bosses that you can draw out with the draw command. And that's the only way you're going to get them. Looks like they're not going to use magic. And I can understand not using magic because it's junction to your stats, so using magic will take your stats down if they're junctioned. You'll see how all this sort of works in battle and everything, and I hope I've explained it alright anyway. It's not the easiest thing in the world to explain, so... Abilities have now been set. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. Okay. Thank you, Quistis. Instructor. Everything okay up till now? You can always check back. Tutorial menu. Yeah, okay. Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go. Fire cavern used for the test is located east of here. It's easy to find. Really easy to find. Now let's put this to practice a sec. Oh, I was pressing circle like the default thing. What am I doing? Junction. Quistis. Give her Shiva for now. Not really sure who it's best to give what to. But so long as they both have something, you know. Does he have an ability? No. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is show you the first battle out on the field. And the field music is brilliant in this Final Fantasy. It was good in Final Fantasy 9, it was good in Final Fantasy 6. But this one is particularly good as well. If you follow this road, you can go to Balamb Town if you really want to. But there's not really any need for it yet. If you go to Balamb Town, you can take on Zell's mother. You don't really know who that is yet, but you can take on this woman in a house in cards and you'll get the Zell card, which is pretty good. Anyway, here's a battle. This is pretty much the same as every other Final Fantasy, but it's a little bit different this time. With Squall, if you attack, you get to use R1. Press it at the very end when it's just touching the enemy and it does more damage. Now draw. Question marks mean that we haven't drawn the magic before, so let's give it a go. See exactly what this enemy has. Now we have 3 blizzards with Quistis. Blizzard is ice damage, always handy. And what other spell? I like to do this first to see what magic enemies have. Otherwise I get very annoyed. 3 scans, so that's pretty useless really, scan. What we want to do is draw as many cures as possible. But because this episode is running a little bit long, we might as well finish off the enemy. And do this all off camera, get loads of magic drawn from the enemies around this area. What I'm going to do is show you every enemy in the game that I run across once. Because otherwise, I'll be showing every enemy every time. I won't be showing every random battle is what I'm trying to get at. So that would just be tedious and annoying after a while. Leveling up. We're not leveling up, but you know. Stone pieces. What's that for? I think that's for, What's it for? I think it's for, upgrading your weapons. Because you don't buy weapons in this game, you upgrade them. By finding magazines. Anyway. As you have battles, they learn moves. I sort of mentioned it earlier, but now I'm mentioning it more. The more AP you get from a battle, the quicker they learn the moves and everything. Anyways, this has been GreenyXI. I hope you've enjoyed. Between this episode and the next one, I'm going to run around this field for a bit and draw a few magic spells. And then in the next episode, we'll junction them and we'll make a start on the fire cavern. So, this has been GreenyXI. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you again in a bit when we take on the fire cavern. See you then.